British Red King. Next part of Rosenkreuzstilette, let's play Beat Up Death. No, wait, Raymond Seyfarth last time. Now we're going after Dracula, who isn't actually Dracula. Zeppelin stage 4. And so I'm going down here. There's going to be spikes, because there's always spikes. Game over. Your day has come, Spiritia. Okay. Try again. Eternal Darkness. Yeah, I quite like that game. I've completed it. I should do that at some point. At least stick the game through that though. Oh! On the same set of spikes again. On the plus side, at least the game over recharged my weapon energy. Hold right, just hold right. Not that far right though. That means red this time. Well, as long as Romelia doesn't show up, I think I should be fine. There we go! I have choices. Let's go this way. Spikes and platforms, and an enemy that wants me dead. You know, as opposed to an enemy that just wants to hurt me. Haha, ow, damn it! Celebrated too early. Just climb up here. That's enough. Clearly it's expecting me to do something like this. This tune is really nice. I have no idea if you can hear it. Never mind. I don't think I'm going to stop on that platform. Cross enemy type thing. This, yeah, I thought that was going to happen. Apparently I didn't train on that one platform. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Oh no, hang on, yeah, I think I feel it coming on. Bless me. Jesus. That's gonna do it. Okay. Hey, they're like those plant enemies from Super Mario Land. Because they're also easy to deal with. Ugh. Ow. Whatever. Ow. Whatever. See? Help. I believe if I got this to the right, there's a Bomberman style bonus area that I can't really deal with because I'm inept, even though I don't know, taking a look at it, actually looked fairly simple. What I should have done was stayed on the ladder. Because should have and did do. Is it me or just things get a bit dimmer? No, it don't matter, I still can see what's going on. You know what? I don't think that health is worth it. I'll probably end up, you know, falling directly down the spikes. That's where you come up from the other path. Hey! Lightning. You know, so you have lightning, but then you have thunderbolts, but thunder is the sound that comes during a storm though, so how did it gain the name Thunderbolt? Platforms that are going to fall because, you know, platforms that stay stationary are just too easy. Alright, here's the boss door. Hopefully I'll be able to fight the boss easier than the previous one. Apparently I've got to walk right. When I want a boss fight, I just want to go in and boss. Here we go. Hopefully you won't throw a glass of wine at me. Count! Spiritia. Answer me, why are you doing this? You know nothing. You are oblivious to the truth behind the Empire, are you not? The truth behind the Empire? This land has no Emperor. The reins of power lay in the hands of the Church, the very Church that seeks my daughter's life. To protect Iris, what choice did I have but to fight? What are you talking about? Let us speak of times past. When I was young, a man gave his life for us. The Church feared him. He was the most powerful magus in history, or Magus, who knows. His name was Rosenkreuz. Rosenkreuz devoted his life to the Magi. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Those born with magical powers, that's going to be Magi, and helped them live lives free of persecution. At the time, the Church treated Magi as demons and Rosenkreuz as the devil himself. One fateful day, Rosenkreuz decided to use himself as a bargaining chip. He offered his own life for the sake of his people. With his death, the Empire allowed Magi to live on as its subordinates. That is what we are today, RKS, the Blades of the Rose Cross. and since then I too have been a servant of the Empire. Despite that, the Church has bared its fangs at us once more. Fate is a cruel mistress, is she not, Spiritia? What about Iris? Fate is indeed cruel. My precious Iris. She was born with every ounce of power that Rosenkreuz accumulated throughout his life. In other words, she's the reincarnation of Rosenkreuz? That she is. You have borne witness to it yourself, Spiritia, the rapid development of her abilities. I am grateful she was also blessed with intelligence. She quickly learned to control her powers. Thanks to that, I was able to conceal her talents, lest the Church learn of them. However, I was careless. I had never considered that a spy might be in our midst. A spy? In RKS? I, of course, paid the utmost caution. I shared her secret of only the select few I felt I could trust. Such naivety on my part. I could not have imagined that Karl was a traitor. Huh? Karl? Karl? You mean Livia's brother? Wasn't he captured by the Empire? It seems the Church learned of Iris and her gifts through Karl, but I was able to preempt their plans. In order to protect Iris, I launched a coup against the Empire. That was the only option available with our current strength. With a mere moment of preparation, I organized our attack. So that's why. Then this whole new world for Magi deal is just a big lie? Had the people known there was a traitor among them, it would have caused an uproar. This is the first I have told anyone of my true motives. I was also concerned that, had the truth come to light, Libya would undoubtedly become our adversary. Instead, I informed her that Karl had been taken captive. Powerful though she is a pacifist through and through. I was unable to persuade her to fight alongside us, but I managed to avoid her becoming an obstacle. Still, such a talented young magus would have made a fine addition to our forces. In any event, I told no lies. Creating a world for Magi and ensuring my daughter's safety are one and the same. You! My only miscalculation was that you would be at the Imperial Training Hall. To be quite honest, I would have preferred to have you, with your unrivaled sense of justice, to lead us into battle. I ask you, Spiritia, will you return to our side? You know well enough that there is no sense in fighting for the Empire. Tia, I don't get what's going on anymore. Lily, my feelings won't change. Count, you're wrong. You doubt my words then? No, I think you're telling the truth. But can you imagine how hard it must be for Lily here and all the other creatures of the forest to have their homes burned to the ground? Tia, I want to protect Iris too, but I won't let anyone be sacrificed. There has to be another way. Such naivety. You still are a child after all. You are still a child after all. You're a coward. You got scared, ran away, and lashed out like a cornered beast. You claim to be any different? I won't run away. Not from my power, and not from my fate. I'll stop you and protect Iris myself. Empty platitudes. If you're so certain of yourself, then show me the true extent of your power. Have at you. Ow. Ow. Don't do that. This is where things get interesting, so I'm doing this just in case. Ah ha ha, no! Ah, I win! Even though it was one more hit for me to lose. And, you know, Gah, I had not expected such an outcome. Count, you've lost. I want to help you, but I can't if you're doing something wrong. Please, return to the path of righteousness. For Iris, and for Sorn. Now, where's Karl? Already fretting over the traitor. You will find him in the castle prison. I still don't fully trust you. Where's your proof that Karl was a spy? If you wish to know that badly, I will tell you. Karl made an attempt on my daughter's life. Iris told me of this herself. Huh? No way. Had Iris been born a normal child, she would not be alive today. Let me get this straight. So the church wanted Iris dead, you found out about Karl, and that's the whole reason you started this war, right? Lily? If that's the case, why was Iris at the training hall when this all started? That's right, something isn't adding up here. What are you saying? Iris has been here the whole time. Tia, look out! Gah! Such a useless old man. Iris? Huh? Wait, what's going on? Tia, you truly are a fool. Thank you ever so much for all you've done up to now. Tia! Ugh, Iris, how could you do this? My, that expression suits you perfectly. Answer me! Whatever could you mean? Why was I at the training hall? Why did I just kill that man? Or did you mean, what's going on in this lovely head on my shoulders? All of it! I don't get it, Iris. Just what's going on? There's no help in it, I see. Consider this a huge personal favour, Tia. Most of what the dearly departed said was true. The only flaw in his story was that I made up the part about Carl. He was able to see through my facade, so I decided to get rid of him. Why? Why would you do that? I was born with absolute power and unparalleled brains. Now, when someone knows everything there is to know about something, they get bored with it. That's the reason I chose to stage this little revolution, to make this world just a little less boring. Have you totally lost it? But why the Count? He was your father. Oh, you mean Mr. Martyr there? He was useless for sure, but he was certainly entertaining. No way. Has it sunk it in yet? You, the Empire, RKS, you're all dancing in the palm of my hand. I don't get it. I just don't. You're not the kind of kid who would do something like this. Ha 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 ha. What do you really know about me? You were suckered by the mask I put on. Such a simpleton. You were the easiest to manipulate. Oh, that's right. Why was I at the training hall? It was all an act. Hear me? An ACT. An act? Or would it be like an act? No, it'd be an ACT. An act? Every story worth hearing has a damsel in distress. I've always wanted to play that part. And you made sure to pick up my pendant like a good little heroine. Thank you. This? Thanks to that, I was able to observe your every move. It was quite amusing watching you give it your all. No other playwright could have envisioned something so splendid. A play? That's right, an epic saga penned by yours truly. Pitting the peaceful Libya against your idiotic ideals of sheer brilliance. Watching friends turn on one another thanks to a tiny seed of doubt I planted. Beautiful. Even the stoic Caesar swallowed that drivel about a world just for mojo. Hook, line, and sinker no less. Magnificent. And witnessing the dreams of the common folk being trampled underfoot. I think I'm gonna cry. She's awful. Oh, and poor son. The wannabe daddy's girl, yearning desperately for that man to someday accept her as his real daughter. I'm his entire world, but she still tried. Oh well, she always hated me, so she deserved every minute of her suffering. I can never get enough of watching these stupid commoners. Who do you think you are? I really must thank you for being such quality entertainment. Unfortunately, I have no further use for you, so please die. Tia! What the? Tia, are you alright? Through. It seems I was just in time. Huh? How did you get here? Through, you saved me. Since we last crossed paths, I have been investigating. Something about this state of affairs seemed to be amiss. I thought Iris was suspicious, but she turned out to be more than I could have possibly imagined. I can't stand it when others interfere with my plans. Here. I could kill you here and now, but I have a better idea. I'll let you prepare yourselves for a final showdown. You had better get ready. Ugh. Through, are you alright? I seem to have overdone it a little, but I will be fine. Tia, you need to go after Iris. But I can't just leave you here. I have to release Carl too. Leave Carl to me. I should take care of everything here, so rest assured. I have no time to explain, but you are the only one who has the chance of defeating Iris. Through. Go and settle this, for all our sakes. Drink this before you go. It's a special pick-me-up I made for you, my own recipe. I can't, not when you're wounded. I'll be alright. Take it. I got it. Thanks, Fru. Tia, let's get a move on. Fru, I'll settle this once and for all. Tia, please come back in one piece.